I'm Celeste. I'm gonna whisper because even this is straining my voice, so I hope you can hear me. I hope you can hear me. Okay. I hope you can hear me. You better be able to hear me at this volume, or it's not gonna work, but my skin is like dry. Ignore that. I'm sick. I've been in my bed. Yeah, that's literally in my eyebrow. Oh my god. No, I hate having like flaky skin. Like, I cannot deal with it. So, anyway, I'm sick, so like, ignore me, but like, what I'm saying. So, I just opened TikTok and saw the news of in New York City, there's this axe murder that happened, or that's what it seems to be, right? So they're like, oh, like the finance people, like whatever. I don't know. I thought they said finance. I don't know. Okay, these people like found a paper bag with a woman's body in it, and it's just, I wanted to talk about it because I don't think people understand. Okay, like, what is like axe murder? Like, okay, everyone knows like what happens. I mean, they don't know what happens, but like everyone kind of knows like what that is, but they don't know that like normally what the energy is, right? So when people have a lot of energy, but they also have like a sociopath vibe to them, but their crown chakra is not open and they think it can never happen to them, they're the most, well, in like energy, from from my perspective as someone who practices magic and stuff, I would say they are the most at risk of it, because they're going to be not only most likely to directly walk, they're the most likely to meet somebody who is an axe murderer, which is a requirement. An absolute requirement. You have to meet somebody who's an axe murderer in order to be axe murdered. You have to have a first degree of separation somehow. So, that's not the only reason though. I mean, there's like a lot of reasons for that. You cannot, I believe, that you really can't afford to not be trying to work on your mind and on your crown chakra and stuff. You cannot walk around thinking nothing can ever happen to you. You cannot be walking around thinking it would not matter if it happened to somebody else. Like, you cannot be that level of a sociopath, but also that stupid. And believe it would never happen to you, but you don't care. Like, you have to protect yourself, but you also have to know why it would matter if it was you or somebody else. And also extremely relaxed, but they're very grounded, but not grounded in knowledge. And this goes for both the axe murderer and the victim. Obviously, yes, like anybody can be like in the line of fire by proximity, but like in order for it to be like most cases, like for there to be like a physical like death like that of that kind, blood is very grounding, but blood is very like the crown chakra not being open or not being like active to like survival in a way, so it activates you to survival. If you have like a cut on your body, it's like waking up your mind. it's like, hey, don't forget, like, this is something real that can happen to you personally, and like, it does matter if it happens to somebody else, and like, but you have to remember a couple of things anytime you see axe murder. So it's on the vibration of like complete relaxation and the belief it can never happen to you. The body itself is on that energy. And so when that happens, that means whoever discovers it has to be an exact match for that energy. Whoever discovers it has to believe this doesn't happen very often. They could never be the one to discover it. It wouldn't be very bad if they were the one to discover it, and they're completely relaxed in the experience of discovering it. So even in news clips, a lot of times you'll see people like laughing about it or making jokes about it immediately, whereas you'll notice any other type of murder, people are a little freaked out by it. It is a scary type of murder. Every type is, obviously, but like, yeah. Probably your volume is not up so much. But yeah. Axe murder exists on the exact frequency of being starved of axe murder. So what that means is that the person who finds it most likely believes that they are personally like starved of experiencing axe murder. Yeah. So it is good to open the throat chakra, but it's better to open the throat chakra to things you actually know about. There's something in my lip gloss. Yeah, there was like a hair in my lip gloss, but it is good to open the throat chakra. But make sure you know some of what you're saying too, guys. Because when people have nothing going on in the mind, I mean, I don't want to shame the victims, but I'm trying to help you guys to protect yourself. And I'm not saying it's 100% of the time, but if it's 90% of the time that this is how it is and why it's happening, and I mean, why it's happening, obviously the murderer is at fault because they're literally the one who did it. But like, I'm saying even bystanders or people who discover it are very likely to just make jokes about it or laugh about it. So you have to understand why you wouldn't want that to be you. Like, just, oh, the elephant in the room everybody's laughing at. You have to, like, understand why it would matter if it happened to someone else or you, and then protect yourself. Because that's not, like, normal at all. But people who think it's normal are more likely to have it. Okay. People who think it never happens, but that it wouldn't matter if it happened. I know it sounds weird, but like, I'm talking about people who are like completely relaxed with the concept. People who think like it doesn't happen to anybody on the planet, or that it could never happen to them, are not protecting themselves. And then in the news, I know they're covering it like normal news, but like, you can tell in their word choices, they are not being careful, nor do they want to be careful. They're only being careful with what they have to be careful about, which is weird. In New York City, in a place with so many people, one of the first things they wanted to talk about, they added filler into the conversation where they kind of said like, they were like, what did they say again? It's like stressing me out now, obviously, but they said, the bag was only opened because it was abnormally heavy, was the filler that the news anchors decided to add to the conversation that was not necessary, that was being had on the news. No, these people are stupid. Don't tell them how to get away with it. In a city that big. You're gonna tell them an abnormally heavy bag is a red flag, guys. Don't forget, we want to see more of this. The news is trying, and everybody they interviewed is like laughing about it. They're like, who knows when we're gonna see this again. That's not like normal behavior. It's not normal to try to tell them how to get away with it on the news. Why would you be like, it's a red flag if the bag is too heavy? They're stupid. Don't tell them that. The people doing it are dumber than the person it's happening to. Don't tell them the thing they were never going to think of. They were never going to think of anything. News needs to be way more manipulative in the right ways, not manipulating them to commit axe murder and then get away with it. So, just be safe, guys. Stop being stupid. Just don't make it you. Don't let it be you. Understand why it matters. Understand that, like, yeah, that does happen everywhere. Like, stop being starved of axe murder, and it's not gonna happen to you. But, like, don't do it. You have to believe it's a real thing. And then it's less likely to happen to you. Because, like, you have to kind of be starved of it for it to happen to you. And then the person finding you has to be starved of it. Okay, this is a dark conversation. It's been 12 minutes. I'm gonna go, but I love you guys. Talk about things you know about and maybe not the things you don't know about. And stay safe. Stay safe. I love you. Don't be like around people you don't know like that. Like in public, but like by yourself, like that's so scary.